I wanted to quickly check where to spend the diamonds in the game because it's or gems, because it's not intuitive at all. If I had an account that I played in the long run, I would either buy masteries for Kale first, these. You know, you click and then you buy all and 800 diamonds. Or I would start with the gem mine. And I would buy all levels of the gem mine. The return on investment is 100 days. So if it's 100 days, then the real ROI, actually ROI is a percentage, so we would need to calculate the percentage. It's nothing else, but if it's not a leap year, then it's 365 divided by 100. So it's 3.65, and what's above the 100 is 265%. That's the ROI. Yearly ROI. The problem is that the challenge is going to be over in 90 days. So if you buy this, the absolute best you can get is an ROI of minus 10% annual, on 90 days, approximately. Annualized, it's a minus 40%. It's really bad. Actually, it's annualized in itself, the minus 10%, because if you stop playing, then it's just a minus 10% thing, but you get it in 3 months. So forget the gem mine. We talked about this before. Forget the guardian ring as well. I mean, I get it, it's experience, it's amazing. But if you think about it, what can 130 energy buy you? I think it can buy you more XP per day throughout those 90 days, and we're just talking about those 90 days, nothing more. Because after the 90 days it won't matter. So I won't do anything with Guardian Ring at all. Couldn't care less about it. In exchange, I can buy energy whenever I want to. And you want to buy energy whenever there are tournaments, there are events. So for example, Dungeon Divers. We want to reach the next level. I wanted to reach 3100, it would be amazing. I'm not sure if I will, most likely I won't. But that would require purchasing some energy. Not here, here. It costs 40 per unit. Or do you want to place well in a tournament? It might require some energy investment. And for that reason, most of the time you will need to get the diamond level up to a reasonable value. Like some people say 1000, others say at least 2000. I would say 2000 is on the safe side. But be careful, because if more people go for the same reward, then maybe you get burned, depending on the opposition. So energy is one thing. Other than that, there is one other thing that is worth doing in the free-to-play challenge. If you go to the shop, gem shop, here is the energy, you can buy it from here as well. And there is this XP boost for 3 days. This is another thing that may be worth doing. So far, I cannot imagine myself doing this because I still have more than 3 weeks of XP boosts. And I need to collect altogether about like 11 weeks in total from now on. So it's like less than 8 weeks, 7 weeks something. So 50 something days, less than 60 days. That's a good rate, because I can imagine myself collecting 60 days worth of XP boost, so that I don't have to spend any diamonds on this or gems. And that's it. I don't spend on anything else. I don't have illusions that, okay, well, after the free-to-play challenge is over, then we will go and continue the account. No, I won't continue this account most likely in in a professional way. Professional way meaning that like maxing things out. I don't have time to end battery, so I don't want to buy a new phone every quarter or every half year just because I'm running this thing in the background. Let alone my desktop computer. It's mind-blowing. If you implement a sweep option and this whole thing takes less time, maybe. But I have different standards. So free-to-play challenge is amazing, but I don't see myself like grinding this all day, basically. Actually, not all day because the game requirement it's getting lower and lower, and it's also possible to automatize it. But it's still all day for the device, not for me, but for the device it is. And another reason why this account is doomed from the beginning is that if I wanted to set up a long-term account, then I would start opening Gemmine, I would start opening these, and then I would set myself up for the long run. A third thing is that sooner or later I can see myself epics getting fed by so I will feed epics to other epics, possibly, or legendaries. Even amazing champions. Because as soon as I know that there is no more faction war for a given faction just before the 90-day mark, if I can rank anyone up, I will do it, and I'll sacrifice even a legendary if needed. These pictures, and these models, any of these, even Alice, don't mean anything to me, right? After the 90 days, what would I do with Alice? What would I do with Shield Guard? Or whoever this is, Tagore. So if I don't see Tagore, for example, in the formations where I still haven't improved, then he's done his purpose, he's gonna be fooled. But this is not how you play a real account, because in a real account you need to make progress. Now in my case, let's suppose that I've maxed out Dragon and Ice Golem and these things, and I don't need the given champion anymore. In that case, I'll feed them so that I can strengthen other champions that help me in other game modes. And this means that I will, at the end of the 90 days, I will want to have a very specialized account that does just the last thing that I want to complete before finishing the 90 days. If it's needed, I will just have 5 champions in total, that's it. Okay, maybe 12 because of some arenas. And that's it. Everyone else can end up as food. This is a hyper-optimized way of thinking. And then just imagine continuing with that account. It just won't make any sense. So you see, let alone the builds, formations, artifacts, everything else. If I need silver, I will sell all my artifacts that I could need for anyone else other than the top 5 if I don't have faction wars left. And then how good would that account be to play? That's unlikely that it's good, right? So that's why this is a free-to-play challenge 2025 account. And as soon as it serves its purpose, any leftover resource is useless. I won't need gems, I won't need anything else. But if you do a long-term account, of course, gem mine, guardian ring, these things are important as well. And start with masteries as well. Either after or before the gem mine. Up to you.